Costco's a pretty popular store, and if you've been there, you know that they have a really good bakery, and every year and during different seasons, the bakery comes out with some different items. So today we've got all 6 of Costco's holiday cookies, and we're gonna be telling you which one is the very best.
But before we get into the taste test, we are getting really close to 2,000 subscribers, so subscribe to our channel if you have not already, because we post food reviews every single week.
All right, so we're gonna be tasting each one of these individually, one at a time, and we're gonna be rating them on a scale of 1 to 10. We might have to bring a couple of them back at the very end to figure out which one's actually the best, but we'll see which one's best out of our scale and go from there. What do we got first?
That's the thing. We do not know.
They're called assorted holiday cookies. So
yeah, so if you get these at Costco, they're pretty much all together in a box besides this one right here, which we'll talk about later. But they don't have individual names. So we don't know exactly what this is, but by the looks of it, it looks like a sugar cookie with red sprinkles.
Right,
So,
let's try and see.
yeah.
No, I don't think that's a sugar cookie.
That's super interesting. That texture.
Yeah,
it's like flaky, but like crispy flaky.
Yeah, it's weird. I expected it to be soft.
I think the texture is the best thing about this cookie because it does kind of just taste like sugar. So I guess if you like sugar cookies, it's gonna be pretty decent, but I like a little bit more. I do like sugar, even though I just said I prefer non-sugar cookies.
I prefer something a little more complex, but it's pretty good. It's kind of buttery a little bit. I'm gonna rate that 5.5.
Well, dang, man, we always just agree. I guess I'll go with the 6 because I don't want to say the exact same thing, but it's probably just, depends on how I want to do my scale today. I always do this
different scale every time.
Average, I think of it being a little bit above average, but maybe for a cookie, it is average. So I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay.
All right, this looks a little bit better. This we are calling the powdered sugar chocolate cookie.
Yeah, and it's got a ton of powdered sugar on there. So get ready for your sweet tooth to be thrilled.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one does have more of a, it's chewy. And don't breathe in when you get this close to your mouth or else you're gonna choke on that powdered
definitely
sugar.
not. Dang it, I was expecting a little bit more out of the flavor.
Okay, we'll keep chewing on it. The chocolate comes through.
I swallowed it already.
Oh, yeah, you gotta chew on it for a little while.
Okay.
And the chocolate really comes through well.
I also am a little bit disappointed
I like that.
in the texture. Well, I guess I just think it's a little bit too dry.
There is something weird going on in there.
There's nuts.
Oh.
There's little nuts in it. I don't know what kind.
Okay, I can't really see them. Maybe a tiny bit, but you can definitely tell.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now that I chewed on it a little bit longer.
Don't eat the whole thing.
I do like.
We might need that.
I do like the chocolate in there. It's better than the first one.
I like that.
But it did not really meet my expectations.
Oh, interesting.
Because I like chocolate a lot, and that wasn't the best chocolate I've had.
I'm giving that a 7.5.
I'm gonna give that a 6.5.
14 total.
Still a lot higher than the first one. So now, the biggest cookie of them all. What are we? Actually, no. This one has an actual name, doesn't it?
It does.
It's orange cranberry
bisconi.
Bisconi. I have no idea what that means. Does that mean like
fancy cookie?
Biscuit?
I don't know.
Oni?
Italian
cookie?
I could see that. It is kind of like a biscuit shape, a little bit, but it's got coarse sugar sprinkled on top.
Okay, smell that and tell me what you think. That's actually really promising because it smells like actual orange to me, like real orange, not like fake flavored orange.
Uh-oh. My smeller's not working very well today.
It never really does.
I can still taste, but I can't smell it much.
I'm glad you can taste. Okay, I'm gonna stop delaying it. I'm gonna eat this thing. Okay, that's more the texture I was looking for. It's actually pretty dense, but it's just a lot less dry. It's more moist than the last one.
Tastes like some orange peel in there.
And
the texture's like, it's kind of like a biscuit, but denser.
Oh yeah.
Like much denser than a biscuit.
True. But it is kind of like a biscuit.
But the texture is kind of biscuity.
Maybe that's why it's called bisconi.
Uh-huh.
Let us know in the comments if you actually know what bisconi
is.
Definitely my favorite so far. It's really good.
When you get a bite of that cranberry too, just gives it a tiny little zip, tartness.
Okay, great texture, good flavors. I think that's what makes it really good, is that there's multiple flavors in there.
Including the coarse sugar that's on there. Gives it a tiny bit of a crunch when you bite into that. I'm gonna give that an 8.5.
Okay, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 too.
How about I just say what the score is and then you just agree with me?
We'll just double it. Whatever you say, we'll just double that.
All right.
Whoa, that's a really high score. What
17,
is that, 17?
Baby. Wow.
Sheesh. Next up, we got this little tiny cookie.
Yeah.
Surely a tiny one can't be as good.
A little
as
underwhelming.
The big ones. This one looks like a chocolate chip cookie with M&Ms in it.
Yes.
So we'll see if I'm right about that.
Yep.
Very
pretty dense.
mass-produced texture, if that makes sense. Like
yeah, just there's not much going on. All the flavors kind of blend together.
Okay, definitely not my favorite. That one is pretty average too. I'm actually going to compare that to the sugar cookie real quick to see if I like it more or less. The texture is much
super different.
And the sugar cookie actually doesn't have as much flavor.
It's buttery. Like, this is a really buttery cookie.
Yeah.
Compared to this is just kind
that
of
one is, it's relying too much on the chocolate and the M&Ms, but the chocolate and the M&Ms don't have enough flavor. So I might actually like it less than the sugar cookie. I'll give that a 4.
Wow. That's much less. I'm going to give it the same as the sugar cookie because I do like chocolate.
All right.
5.5.
So 9.5 total for that one. We're getting down to the last ones here. And based on the smell of this, what are we calling this? The green sprinkles cookie. I think it is actually a lemon.
It smells like lemon.
Lemon cookie, not a sugar cookie.
I love lemon.
Uh-oh.
Is it not lemon?
It is, but they did a very poor job. There's like barely any lemon taste there. You know what it is actually, I think? You know how smell is a big part of your taste?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just that you smell the lemon, and so that's why you kind of taste a little bit. It's just like a little hint of lemon.
I get more than a little hint on mine.
And then the texture, it is very dry.
Really?
Yeah, not a fan
Are
of
we
the
eating
texture.
the same cookie? Okay.
All right,
all
let's switch.
the rest of these we've been like totally the same, but this one not so much.
That's dry.
I guess I just don't mind it. I like it. The texture, it's not like it just falls apart like it's broken and stale or anything, but it's not soft or chewy like the other ones. It's got a distinct texture.
Yeah, I don't think it's like stale or that it's not supposed to be the way it is. I just don't like the way it is.
I'm gonna give that actually a 6.5.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay.
So 11.5 for that one. Where's that in the rankings?
It's
Third?
Third.
So actually, not too bad.
Right in the middle so far. Last one.
The last one. This one has coconut and chocolate chips and maybe some like almond pieces on there.
Oh yeah. This one I can actually smell.
Whoa. Okay, that one's good. That one's really good.
Dang it, I missed that big piece of chocolate
The
right
texture is super chewy.
Very chewy.
And the flavors are combining so well.
I love it when you chew into like that coconut and just how the texture of the coconut, you know, biting through the coconut flakes.
Yeah, you can tell this was definitely baked with the coconut. The whole cookie has kind of that coconut essence, and then you also get the coconut flakes.
Okay.
And then if you get a chocolate chip in there
I was
too.
just gonna say the only problem with this is it does not have enough chocolate chunks in it.
Yeah.
Because when you do get a bite of the chocolate, it's like extremely good.
Whoa.
Without it, it's a really good cookie, but needs more chocolate.
Okay, I'm going to be comparing that to the bisconi because for me, it's between those two.
Should we do hand over favorite?
So we're not going to rate this one, or?
Well, just to make it a little bit more interesting
Okay.
for our viewers,
Sure.
let's say which one we like best. Hand over our favorite.
I'm ready.
Boy, okay. I'm torn, but I have my slight favorite.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Ah, man. I knew we were going to disagree on that
disagreed.
one. All right, well, that means that I get the rest of your
That works.
cookie
Bisconi.
because, yeah, this one has a lot more cranberries in it.
And I get the rest of yours.
Yeah, I guess so.
Are you
All right,
disappointed about that?
That you get the rest of that one?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, are you? Because you get all of this.
No, I'm just saying I get your piece because it has more cranberries. You can have my piece.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I see.
you can just have whichever one has more chocolate chunks in it, and I'll take
All
the other
right,
one.
I'll take this one.
All right, there we go. We're both happy because we got the better piece. Well,
Of the one that
of
we
the
like
one
the
that we
best.
like. There we go.
Okay. I guess are we wanting to rate this one? So this one got a total of 17. So I guess this is gonna have a total of 17 no matter what we rate it as well because it's a tie.
Yeah.
So,
Even though it probably doesn't actually work like that, but yeah, we'll say that these are both 17s. So if you're at Costco and you need some cookies, especially holiday cookies, go with the cranberry orange bisconi and the nameless but probably called chocolate almond and coconut cookie.
which means you're gonna have to buy the whole box because it all comes together.
So just get them all.
Get them all.
Thank you guys for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, leave it a like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We'll see you next week.
See ya.